It's no surprise that Bitcoin has done it again. Yes, it has once again crossed the all-time high in October, which was set in April this year. In between these two periods was a solid downturn when it looked like the world's oldest cryptocurrency was done for, at least according to skeptics. But even in the dip, Bitcoin remained more valuable than it had been in 2020, and eventually it would go ahead and bounce back to right after the Chinese cryptocurrency crackdown that everyone said was the end of things. Hey guys, I'm Cyrus and welcome back to Crypto Unfiltered. This week we are talking about what's been happening in the world of cryptocurrency and also in one very interesting related area, blockchain-based gaming. So let's get to it. The blockchain ledger that is the basis for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies essentially also allows for any digital goods to be identified and tracked, right? I'm oversimplifying, but this transparency and uniqueness is the cornerstone of NFT or non-fungible tokens, a market that we've talked about many a times now. हमने NFTs के बारे में पिछले कुछ एपिसोड में बात की है, जहां हमने ये जाना है कि कई आर्टिस्ट को एक मौका मिला है अपने आर्ट वर्क को डिजिटल फॉर्म में लोगों को बेचने का. But NFTs aren't only restricted to artwork by these artists. Video games can now give you items to hold value outside of the game. For example, in the game Axie Infinity, easily the biggest name in the blockchain gaming space, you buy, breed and battle monsters called Axies, and these monsters are NFTs, which means that each one is unique and can be bought and sold in the real world too. These Axies can be quite valuable too, selling for thousands of dollars in some cases. It's similar to the skins and avatars that we see in existing games like Battlegrounds Mobile India, Fortnite and even Valorant, but on the blockchain for transparency. Who knows, maybe later these skins might also be sold by companies as NFTs. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So what do you need to know? Let's find out together. ये है हमारा जनता का क्रिप्टो सेगमेंट, जहां हम बात करेंगे इस महीने के ऑल टाइम हाई के बारे में, जहां क्रिप्टो की मार्केट वैल्यू आसमानों को छू रही है. ऑल टाइम हाई जो टर्म है उसके बारे में हमने पहले भी काफी चर्चाएं की हैं, बट सिंस बिटकॉइन हैज हिट दिस माइलस्टोन लेटली, इट्स गुड टू कम बैक टू इट. All-time high is actually really simple. It just means the highest value achieved by a cryptocurrency in its history. So Bitcoin, for example, has hit an all-time high at the time of this being made of $67,276, and that was reached on October 20th. Over the next few weeks, the price dropped pretty sharply to $60,000 before stabilizing. When a bull run takes place, you also get a lot of people hopping in because of FOMO and others getting off who want to take advantage of the new value. So after a peak, there's usually an uncertain period that follows. That quickly stabilized, and at the time of recording this, Bitcoin is priced at $62,466, and other tokens have also seen their value rise up. Ether, the native currency of the Ethereum blockchain and the second biggest cryptocurrency, reached an ATH of $4,361 on October 21st, and then like Bitcoin saw a slight slump followed by a bounce back. Among the most well-known tokens, the one that has had a hard time coming back to the previous peak is Doge. The Shiba Inu themed meme coin peaked at $0.73 on May 8, 2021, and at the time of filming this, it's still under half that level. Litecoin also peaked around the same time on May 10th and similarly holds around 50% of the ATH of $410.26. हमने मार्केट की स्थिति को करीब से ज्यादा जानने के लिए एक एक्सपर्ट से बात की और पता लगाने की कोशिश करी कि इन्वेस्टर्स पर इस फ्लक्चुएशन का क्या असर पड़ेगा. What would you expect from the market now? Do you think that we'll see another long period where these all-time high values hold, or are you expecting things to rise again this year?
See, I believe the crypto winter is almost over and crypto is on the rise again. There's a constant growth that is happening in that industry right now. If I look at the stats, it's almost an 800% increase in the Bitcoin adoption rate. But I believe we also have the festive season as well as the constant TV ads which are playing during the cricket match to thank for this. Currently, the crypto market cap is around $2.5 trillion, and I'm expecting it will be double by next year, which is around $5 trillion is the expecting.
On to our next segment, catch up with crypto and the most exciting section of the show, blockchain gaming. The blockchain technology that was necessary for creating Bitcoin also opened up a number of other new technological developments, and one of those, as I talked about in the beginning of this video, is the development of NFT in-game items that people are calling play to earn gaming. We talked a little about Axie Infinity, and it's absolutely the most well-known game in the mainstream, but it's far from the only one, and in this category that is growing fast and getting funding as well. For example, another blockchain game, Monkey Ball, which has monkeys playing football, awards winners Solana tokens, announced that it has raised over $3 million or roughly 22.4 crore in funding. Another game that's described as Move to Earn, Genopets, is a little bit like Pokemon Go, but the pets are NFTs that can be bought and sold. It's growing popular quickly, and its creators have also raised an 8.3 million seed round, that's roughly 62 crores. A DappRadar report showed that crypto gaming is on the rise and showed that the most popular blockchain game is Alien Worlds on the Wax blockchain, followed by Splinterlands on Hive and R8 on Polygon blockchain in third place. The other four that made the list include Mobox, Infinity Farmer, Upland, Crypto Blades, and Farmer's World. So if you're into gaming and want to experiment with crypto, you can definitely try these without even having to invest in the market. Isn't that great? Go ahead, and if you've already tried some, then tell me in the comment section which ones are your favorites. We talked to an expert about blockchain gaming, and this is what they had to say. What do you think of the impact of blockchain games could be on the overall ecosystem? Do you think that this could help bring more people into cryptocurrency and help make it more mainstream?
The gaming industry is pivoting its focus to in-game assets, and blockchain will act as a catalyst. Hence, the impact of blockchain is expected to be very profound, because this will not only act as a source of entertainment, but will also help players own the content and earn crypto assets. In 2021, NFT and Metaverse are the buzzwords, and recently, Facebook announced its rebranding to Meta, which indicates that the overall blockchain gaming ecosystem is expected to grow exponentially. As blockchain games become more mainstream in the near future, we anticipate a huge influx of people joining the cryptocurrency world. To give you more perspective, there are around 1.5 billion gamers across Asia, and only 160 million are crypto users. Adoption of crypto is generally higher within the gaming community, and blockchain games is expected to push the adoption levels further.
One of the highlights that have been becoming more and more clear to me is that many people are unhappy about the missed opportunity of investing in crypto while the numbers were a lot lower. PayPal investor Peter Thiel is one of the examples who said that in an interview he wishes that he had invested more in Bitcoin. Adoption is also on an upward trajectory, and as a retail giant, Walmart decided to get 200 Bitcoin ATMs installed in select store branches. Bitcoin ETFs or exchange trade funds are now a real thing and not just an idea, and might well have been what helped propel Bitcoin prices to an all-time high. But it's also good to remember a lot of things that experts have been telling us about investing in the fundamentals of a cryptocurrency rather than trying to time market sentiment. Dog-themed meme coins saw their value drop after Vitalik Buterin, co-founder of Ethereum, cleared out this collection of Dogecoin copycats like the Small Doge, Baby Shiba, and Kishu Inu, among others.
See, Bitcoin ETFs, which are the exchange traded funds, is a very good step in the forward direction. It is specifically designed for people with less or no knowledge of crypto. Because in this case, they are presented with a basket of similar kinds of cryptos. So you're not investing in one crypto, you're investing in a basket of similar kinds of cryptos. Another good thing is you don't have to go through the hassle of the private key, the public key, the security, the wallet, and all those technical details. And apart from that, it is very easy for people to short sell, if they predict the price is going to go down. It's very easy for people holding exchange traded funds to short sell rather than people who are holding actual cryptos.
Another important segment for people who are invested in crypto. Here we give you a lowdown of the market and how the top tokens are performing. Let's take a look. If we look at our crypto tracker for the week, we can see that Bitcoin has gone up slightly by 0.05%, while Ethereum has gone up by 0.85%. Tether has also seen a marginal increase by 0.58%, while Dogecoin has dropped by 0.64%. Shiba Inu has suffered a major slump and dropped by 14.39% in the last 24 hours. Yeah, it looks a bit chaotic right now, but it's pretty clear that the overall picture that's emerging looks much more better than what it is. The coming weeks are going to decide the fate of cryptocurrency, as the Indian government still has to decide whether to regulate crypto or not. There is a lot more crypto gyan coming your way in the coming weeks, but as far as this episode is concerned, it's time for me to say goodbye. If you have any questions around cryptocurrency, do send them across to our Facebook or Twitter pages. This is Cyrus John signing off, and I will be back with more crypto next week. See you soon.